Good morning, everyone! Today, we will explore the fascinating history of an object that many of us take for granted, but which has had a major cultural, social, and technological impact. The cigarette lighter, from its humble beginnings as a converted gun mechanism to the sleek pocket lighters we see today. This invention is a story of human ingenuity, chemistry, and fashion. 1. Fire before lighters. Long before lighters existed, people relied on primitive methods to make fire, striking flint against steel, using tinder boxes, or carrying burning embers were common ways to start a flame. In the 18th and 19th century, matches had not yet been perfected, so firemaking was inconvenient and unreliable. The dream of having a portable, controllable source of flame was already present, but the technology was not yet ready. 2. The first lighters. Flintlock conversions. The earliest lighters appeared in the early 19th century, around the 1820s. These were actually modified flintlock pistols. Gunsmiths repurposed the spark-producing mechanism of firearms to ignite fuel. These first lighters used hydrogen gas created by a chemical reaction between sulfuric acid and zinc. The sparks from flint would ignite the gas, producing a flame. They were bulky, dangerous, and complicated, but they represented the first true step toward portable fire. 3. The invention of matches and their influence. In the 1820s and 1830s, matches began to appear, especially the friction match invented by John Walker in 1826. Matches were easier to use and cheaper than early lighters, which slowed down lighter development. However, matches had their own problems. They smelled, could be unreliable in damp conditions, and sometimes ignited accidentally. This left room for innovation in lighters. 4. The Döbereiner lamp.
One of the most significant early lighters was the Döbereiner lamp.
Invented by German chemist Johann Wolfgang Döbereiner in 1823. It worked by dripping hydrogen gas over a platinum catalyst, which then ignited into a flame. This device was too large to carry in a pocket, but it became popular in wealthy households as a way to light candles and pipes. The principle of combining chemistry with a spark laid the foundation for future lighter technology. 5. Pocket lighters. In the late 19th century, by the late 1800s, lighters had become smaller and more practical. Improvements in fuels, especially naphtha and later gasoline, made pocket-sized lighters possible. The flint wheel mechanism, where a small wheel strikes a piece of ferrocerium to produce sparks, became the standard. These early portable lighters were still luxury items, often made from brass, silver, or decorated with engravings. They were as much fashion accessories as they were practical tools. 6. The rise of modern lighters in the 20th century. The 20th century was the golden age of lighters. With the rise of mass cigarette smoking after World War I, the demand for convenient lighters increased dramatically. Petrolitis. One of the most iconic designs was the Zippo lighter. Introduced in 1933 in the United States, known for its durability, windproof flame, and lifetime guarantee, the Zippo became a cultural icon, especially among soldiers in World War II. Butane lighters. In the 1950s, butane lighters were introduced. They burned cleaner, produced adjustable flames, and eliminated the strong smell of gasoline lighters. Companies like Ronson and Colibri popularized these models. 7. Lighters as symbols of culture. Lighters quickly became more than just fires. They symbolized style, elegance, and even rebellion. Luxury brands such as Dunhill and Cartier produced high-end lighters that served as status symbols. In popular culture,
The lighter became a cinematic icon. Think of countless movie scenes where the dramatic click of a lighter signaled tension, intimacy, or danger.
8. The decline and transformation by the late 20th and early 21st centuries. The popularity of lighters began to decline as cigarette smoking rates fell and disposable lighters became common. Cheap plastic lighters, like those produced by Bic, dominated the market. Yet, collectible lighters, especially vintage Zippos and luxury models, remain valuable to enthusiasts. Meanwhile, modern technology has even created electric plasma lighters, which use an electric arc instead of a flame. 9. Conclusion. The cigarette lighter is a perfect example of how a small object can carry enormous historical weight. From its beginnings as a modified firearm to its role as a cultural icon of the 20th century, the lighter reflects advances in chemistry, engineering, and fashion. It is more than just a tool for producing fire. It is a symbol of modern life, personal identity, and even nostalgia. So next time you see someone flick open a lighter, remember, you are witnessing nearly 2 centuries of history packed into a pocket-sized flame. Thank you for listening.